finished. This was also the day that I decided to turn the Minecraft music on. I don't think I've ever once listened to the music in Minecraft. I would usually just get my ears blasted after opening my game and then I would disable it. But something about this Minecraft music just hits different when you are playing the oldest version. On day 79, I built a stone tower on the other side of the main building. By now you've probably seen too many walls. I've done a lot of placing walls. So just know that I was pretty much finished the exterior at the end of the day, so I did a quick castle check again. Pretty much the same as before. On day 80, I finished building the right side tower, and I actually completely finished the exterior. It looks kinda dumb because of the clouds, but this shot is too good not to put in the video. The next day I started filling the floors with wood, and I started with the second floor, which was easy because I left space for a little balcony thing to look over the first floor. There are going to be 4 floors in total, and I finished both the second and third floor pretty quickly, so I moved on to the first floor, which was kinda funny because there is a giant cave underneath the floor that got created when I terraformed the mountain. On day 82, I was still filling in the first floor because it was a full floor, and then unfortunately I ran out of wood again. I remember saying on like day 70 that this would be my last time getting materials, which just wasn't true at all. But somehow I'm not really bothered by this. Everything is just so slow in Minecraft Alpha, but for some reason I've enjoyed playing this version so much more than any modern version of Minecraft. I mean, I've been working on a single build for almost 30 Minecraft days, which is like 10 hours in real time, and I'm not even finished. Yet it's the most fun I've had playing survival in probably like ever. On day 83, I was back to filling in the floor. I finished filling in the final floor, which was extra annoying because there were clouds flying through my face every 2 seconds. The next day I finished flooring the other rooms that weren't in the main building of the castle, and then I added some windows on one of the side buildings to give it some extra detail. The problem with these windows is that they don't have windows in them though. So to keep the medieval theme, I want to use fences as windows. I was totally wrong about using fences as windows. For some reason they don't connect to the blocks. So instead I just added some railings on the inside of the building, and then I decided to just use glass to make the windows. The only problem was I only had 10 glass and 38 sand. So it was sand mining time. On day 85 I added some interior to the front towers while waiting for my glass to smelt, and then I placed windows all around the castle. So many windows you can call me Bill Gates. No one should actually do that. After that I finished the interior from the beginning of the day, and I also might have accidentally killed a pig. Technically I didn't touch him, this one isn't on me. I needed snow for one of the first buildings I made, so on day 86 I went looking for some snow. There's something about this version that just reminds me of the first time I played Minecraft. In one of my earliest memories of playing Minecraft, I had like this creative world which I built a giant castle in. Well, it probably wasn't giant, I was like 9 or 10 years old, but I would work on this build every day, and one day I remember I somehow died in my creative world. Don't even ask how that is possible. And I completely lost my builds because I didn't know what the chords were. So I just cried for hours and hours over losing my Minecraft world. I was loving the craft so much that I cried over Minecraft. On day 87 I filled in the snow on the wall, and then I used the extra snow to fill in the parts on top of the castle that I never filled in. After that I worked on finishing the brick wall, which is funny because it was the first thing I built on the castle, and it's the last thing that got finished. I also added a gravel path going towards the entrance, and then I threw in some fences for extra detail. I made a fountain in the middle of the courtyard, I think is what they call it, and it took me forever to make this water flow properly because I'm stupid. I added some glowstone on top of these fences, but I ran out, so instead I put torches like this on the other ones to light up the area. On day 89 I put a farm and some flowers in front of the castle, and then for the final part of the build, I started building a mixed cobblestone and mossy cobblestone wall on the side. I've officially finished the castle. It took me 35 days to build this. I want to say it doesn't even look that bad considering the limitations of building in Minecraft Alpha. It definitely looks better than the modern house, no offense. I just said no offense to myself. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this thing turned out. It's definitely better than anything I could have built when I was 10 years old. We should also probably get rid of this pillar in the top right, but it's been there since day 1, so at this point I'm just going to leave it. Now obviously I built this castle with a purpose, and that was to put all the blocks I collected earlier on display. So I placed a bunch of lame blocks on the first floor, and then I put some slightly better ones on the second floor, and then some decent blocks got put on the third floor, and finally I placed the most wicked blocks on the top floor. Obsidian, mossy cobblestone, iron block, gold block, and diamond block. And that's it. That's every block in Minecraft Alpha in a museum. Now you might have thought we've done it all because I built a castle, but you might remember that I still have one objective left. I still need to find the golden apple. Now this castle took forever to build, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't think we have enough time to find a golden apple, but we have to try. I ended up traveling thousands of blocks and went through a bunch of spawners trying, but honestly I kind of hoped I didn't find the golden apple. Because for one, this would just seem scripted if I find it on day 99, but also finding a golden apple doesn't actually mean anything to me. I mean, after all, this is Minecraft Alpha. There is no objective in the game, no ender dragon, no achievements. Other than a slight outline of what you're supposed to do, you really can do anything. And maybe that's the way it's supposed to be. So on day 99, I didn't find a spawner, but I did return to my base. And on day 100, I did the corniest thing you can do at the end of a 100 days video. I watched the sunrise one final time, completely naked. Well, Steve has clothes on by default, but you get what I mean. And at the end of the day, I decided to visit my old Minecraft world from when I was 10. Okay, I don't think this is the same one, but it's the replacement world for the one that I lost. And as you can see, there was a castle. It was much better than the one I built today, obviously. I mean, look at this genius architecture. I spent the rest of the day looking around at all the amazing things I built, and I even found a sign hidden in all this mess. Burger King. This is supposed to be Burger King. Yeah, that says a lot.